Hey, what's going on, Taurus? Welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. So the deck I was holding up is the Starman tarot card deck, and I'm using this to do your June 2020 StarGuide reading. So these are really deep readings, guys, and it's going to kind of look at exactly where your soul wants to take you and any challenges that you could be having along your path and how to potentially resolve them. So yeah, this is a general read for your sign based on the collective energy present at the time I do the reading. So I really do hope it resonates and that you get something helpful out of it. I have to sneeze, hold on. Yikes. Anyway, so again, yeah, welcome here, and I hope you enjoy, and I definitely look forward to your comments, guys, letting me know what your favorite card was and like the favorite thing that I might have said that helped you out or triggered like a forward momentum for you. And thanks again, everybody, for being here and for subscribing to the channel, because you guys just fill my heart with so much love and joy, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So we're going to start, and we're going to have a look at your present situation. So this energy may be available to you right now, or it could be available to you shortly, and we'll just clear the deck for you. So present situation. This is odd. The Prince of Pentacles, this came out, it was one of the last cards in the Aries reading. So this one, I've been finding this has been happening quite a bit, that cards sort of run through all the signs when I'm doing particular monthly readings. So the Prince of Pentacles, you can see he's sort of looking backwards, kind of, you know, things were so good way back when, and I really loved it then, and sort of blocking out any potential new ideas coming in, because literally having your back turned to a new influx of ideas and possibilities, blocking things out with the noise intentionally. But the world never stops turning. You know, you hear people talk about how the world just keeps on going, regardless of what is happening in your life. So maybe you're sort of in this embryo phase and you cannot be bothered with listening to, you know, the news or paying attention to social media. I really think that there's something going on where you guys are sort of gestating some sort of phase for yourself. He appears really like lifeless and sort of like ragdoll, being carried by the flow right now. So you guys could be feeling a little bit helpless in your present situation and feeling like you're just being tossed around a little bit by universal tides. But that's okay, because that does serve a purpose to you guys also. Like there's a stage to move forward, and there's a stage to wait, you know? So you could be just in that waiting phase. So I wouldn't be too worried about that right now. So let's see if there's any cause of conflict in your life. So I pulled the Hanged Man for you. So this always indicates where it's time to give yourself a change in perspective. The Hanged Man, he's literally hanging upside down because he wants to see how things could have been in a different light. Are you looking at things in the most beneficial way? Is a retrospective the best position that you could find yourself in right now? Is it time to turn around and basically face the music? You know, this is literally, he's got his back to the music. There's a ghetto blaster there, and he's got his back turned to it. Do you need to turn around? Is it time to take the steering wheel again? Literally face the music. And this is a cause of conflict for you, because maybe you're not ready on a soul level, but maybe the universe needs your attention and you're facing the wrong way. And you guys are coming up on a lightning bolt moment where something is just going to come in and sort of crack you wide open with a moment of clarity. So let's see what that could possibly be. And the third card is going to look at changes needed in order to face that challenge. Like, really, sometimes the world is so ugly you don't want to look at it. So you have sort of a blind eye towards it, and that's all right. Like I said before, every phase of your life does serve you a purpose. So let's see what's possibly going on here. Changes needed in order to face the challenges. Got the King of Swords. This is the perfect card for you guys here. All right, so the King of Swords, he kind of sheds emotional attachment to things in order to get the job done. So maybe something is calling you back here with the Prince of Pentacles looking there because you're still emotionally attached to it. But is it serving you in this moment? You know, and where's that lightning bolt coming from that is attached to this Hanged Man, where he's looking at things completely differently? And there is a difference between emotional thinking and intellectual thinking. And if you are not sure what that is, like if you turn a phrase and you say something like, well, I think, this is what I feel, this is what I know, that's going to give you cues into how you're thinking right now. Like, I feel like this is going to happen, or I think that this is going to happen. So really pay attention to those things, you guys. So the King of Swords wants to sweep in and give you this sort of, it feels cold to a lot of people, but it can really serve you well to drop the emotion out of something in order for you to be able to turn around, face forward, and march on. King of Swords energy can really serve you in times of great despair also. And he's very comfortable here, you know, knowing that he can analyze his way out of things. Very intense card for you guys. But he's very, very comfortable at the same time. And he wants you to be comfortable intellectualizing the current situation instead of emotionally triggering yourself to return to something that is probably no longer serving you. Whoa. Okay, we'll keep that card. Strengths. Your strengths, represented by the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this can be a really good ally for you guys, that knowing that sometimes things are just not perfect for you, and there's going to be something shining through on the other side. The Five of Pentacles, it's a perceived lack. There's never a lack of anything, you guys. It's just the way that you look at them that is going to make all the difference in the world for you. I really see that some of you are dealing with your monsters, which is why you could be looking back, because it feels like something is nipping at your heels from your past. And some of you could feel like this is really starting to take you over again. But the past is the past, and the only thing that brings it into your current reality is your thoughts and how you feel about things. When you can emotionally detach yourself from things that happened that were not so good for you, it makes all the difference in the world. It'll stop you from reliving things. It'll stop you from gazing back at it. You'll be able to close the door and move forward, which is why you've got the Hanged Man here, because you really do need to look at things in a different way. Like, the only thing that can be done to get you through that is to detach and stop looking at it. Like, there's very emotional, and people go through so many different traumas. And I think you guys are looking back at this trauma and trying to understand why it happened. And sometimes the why will never be known. But when you keep on looking at it and be really cognizant of how you feel when you think about something, because your body doesn't know the difference. Your brain doesn't know the difference. It's why people get so scared when they're watching horror movies, when it's not actually happening to you, but it's happening in front of you. And when you bring back these mind movies from a really bad breakup, or maybe somebody that you really were close to passed away, or you saw something traumatic, or you grew up in a traumatic household, and looking back at those things, it's bringing all of that emotion to the forefront and causing your body to react and causing you to look away from this future that you have. So the King of Swords is going to come in and just sort of go, okay, that's enough. You know, you've been through it the time that you went through it, and then every single other time that you remembered it along your path. So it's making things look a little bit bleak with the Five of Pentacles, but nothing is bleak if you change the way you look at it, and if you remove the emotion from it with the King of Swords. And some of you might need to have some sort of like energy clearing, or you know, there's ways of looking at it, and Paramahansa Nityananda does something about healing trauma. So you might want to look at somebody that can help you heal a trauma until it stops triggering like a massive emotional response from you, because it keeps putting your body and your mind and your heart right back into that moment where it happened, whether you want it to or not. Other challenges, you guys. So we've got the Chariot card, and the Chariot is just asking you to control your energy and reminding you that you can control your energy. But if this is in your other challenges position, then this is hard for you to do, because I think you're just bringing in too much emotion from the past, and it's drawing your eye back there. And like I said before, it's okay to go through periods where, you know, you're not really feeling everything, but to put yourself back into a period of trauma is just making it fresh and making you relive it over and over and over again. So I want to clarify the Chariot card here. This is nice. So you've got the Two of Cups. So there's somebody really close to you that can help you like build yourself back up again. You'll notice that this wall is missing pieces here. So I really see this as part of your heart and soul where you feel like there's a bit of a gaping wound that needs to be healed. And that's going to heal your energy so that you can move forward. And it's somebody very close to you, you know, that you could start really talking to and say, oh man, I really need to resolve this so it doesn't haunt my current reality anymore. And then you can sort of take control of your energy with that Chariot card. But I do see some sort of like a childhood trauma or a recent trauma that you're reliving over and over and over again, and kind of like trying to figure out the why and the how. But things are inexplicable sometimes, you guys, and sometimes you unwittingly have a front row seat to things that have nothing to do with you. So being able to detach from it so you'll finally forget about it at least, and, you know, stop replaying it so you can trigger that emotional response to it again. So let's see your outcome card here, you guys. So this is beautiful. With the Ace of Cups, you've got a new emotional opportunity here, and it's going to bloom and blossom for you the way that the lotus is. You know, the universe is offering you some sort of salvation here. If you notice that figure right in the background with the arms open and ready to receive love from the universe. And once you start to sort of build up this wall again, that sort of gaping hole in your heart, things are going to pivot for you in a way that you probably weren't expecting, but it's going to take a little bit of work, you guys. You know, you do have this opportunity to heal and move forward, but I do see that some sort of help is going to come in the way of somebody very close to you, and maybe they went through a similar trauma and you guys can sort of talk about it. You know, maybe it was a sibling or somebody close to you that understands. And this is a really intense time for you to rebuild. I'm going to pull one more. Yeah, this is why. Okay, so you've got the Three of Swords here. So the Three of Swords is like a pain that was given to you by a circumstance or a person that was very close. But the good news about the Three of Swords is that things can be healed. So this is a time for you to really heal yourself, mind, body, soul, so you can feel like one again, instead of being swayed by things that happened that were out of your control, that you had witnessed to, that really put in this sense of detachment from you and the rest of the world. And it's kind of holding you back from progressing to where you need to be and where you are able to be in your life right now. So a little bit of healing needs to be done here right now, you guys. If there's somebody that you can talk to with the Two of Cups card, I really want to encourage you guys to get out there, because you do have a new emotional offering coming in here. You could really crack your heart open in a healing way. So very interesting cards for you guys, and I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to wrap it up. So just sending you love and many blessings, guys. Bye.